Are we live, Joey? We are live. What is going on, VV Nation? It's Power Hour. The stock market is moving right now. The alert is just about to hit, so everyone make their way into the room. Let's see here. All right, there we are. All right, just to make sure everyone can hear me, everybody can see me, put VV in the comment section. Just want to make sure everyone can hear me, and then we'll continue. The alert should be just hitting right about now. Joey, does it look like the alert went out? Power half hour. He got it. All right, perfect. Good. Just a moment here. All right, people are making their way into the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, everyone can hear me. Lisa, George, Paul, everyone else. All right, I will say it's a beautiful day here in North Carolina. It's about 50 degrees right now. You couldn't ask for better weather going into the holiday season. And then on the other side of things, what's everyone talking about today? What's the big news that's going to happen here in just a couple hours? And if you don't know the news that's about to happen here in a couple hours, let me tell you, FOMC is going to make their interest rate decision. George, good morning. Jerry, BB Nation. All right. So, yeah. Jerry McGuire, Qubit, Smart. Yeah, Qubit's Fed. Yep, that's it. Keith, Fed. It's all going to be the Fed. 607 puts. QQQ. All right. Yeah, everyone's making their way in. I see. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now everyone's in. We got over a couple hundred people in the room. So let's get excited, Joey. Let's go ahead and bring us into the software. Now everyone's here. Everyone can see us. Everyone can hear us. Here we are. Just to let you know, down below you see it, the advertisement, the Tampa 2-day investment seminar. This is our flagship event. Now, I will say, if you are watching this for the first time, and if you're new to investing, it's free on YouTube. Some of the best free information you're going to get out there. It's like 9 to 5 Friday, and I think 9 to 5 on Saturday. Hours and hours and hours. So if you're new to investing, or if you just need, brush up on your skills, check it out. It's free. As well, you can attend in person. So if you want to go to Tampa, I'm sure it's beautiful in January. Probably a lot better than the Northeast right now. Come on, check us out. Just go to our VectorVest website, and you'll see the link there to register, okay? Now, that being said, look at the software. I'm a little surprised that I'm seeing as much green in major indexes right now. Just before, I thought it'll be a little bit market jitters today, which I mean, you can kind of see that. The NASDAQ barely in positive territory, 40, Dow Jones up 144. So the market's a little optimistic right now, right? Now, before we continue, now I just want to take we won't do a poll, Joey, but in the comment section below, put a Y for yes if you think the Federal Reserve is going to cut. Put an N for no if you think they're not going to cut. Me personally, I think we're going to get this cut. I think this is probably going to be the last cut for a little while. Do we need it? I think we could live without it. Really, test the economy. Why? Yeah, they're all coming in. All the Y's are coming in. Yeah. So do we need it? That's debatable. Are we probably going to get it? Yeah, it looks like we're going to get it, right? Look, we got one in. Jerry, another in came in. Oh, not for a stock, but for if the Federal Reserve is going to cut today, right? Today's going to be their decision for interest rates. To be honest, I see that affecting the small mid cap, especially if you have exposure to Russell, because if this is if the Federal Reserve, if Jerome Powell comes out as comments, and we will be doing a live stream at 2:00 today to cover this, but if he comes out and says that this is the end, or if he signals that there's going to be no more interest rate cuts, that could dampen the party for the small to low, mid cap stocks. That's my only concern there. But we'll see what happens with the market, right? But look at this, the color guard, yellow and red lights. I've talked about it before in my videos. The concentration, right? Quantum, obviously, that's probably the hottest thing right now, the most momentum. AI, you're old news. Now it's all quantum. Other than that, computer, bank, financial. I've done several videos on all of these industries here over the last few months. These have been your safe picks. Other than that, a lot of the concentration in the NASDAQ 100. Nvidia, we're seeing that roll over, obviously, in correction territory now. And I'll be surprised if someone doesn't want to look at that today. Bill and Brian Claus, you like it? And oh, and then this, it's not going to be in the store this season because this is like a test product, but it says nice until proven naughty. It's with the VectorVest logo. I thought it was pretty cute, but we're gonna think about adding a couple, ugly Christmas sweaters to the store for the next holiday season. Bring some new life to the store. I like it. I think it's pretty cool too. It's a good shirt. I like the quality of it. All right, now let's get it to y'all. Don't care what I have to say. Well, y'all just want to hear about your stocks. Let's not lie. So let's go ahead and do it. Go ahead and start typing in stock symbols, and we're gonna break them down. And here in the Power Hour, just as some of you are new, some of you have been watching this for a while. This is kind of geared towards new investors, or if you're new to the software. So I'm gonna ask questions like, our indicators. If you have any questions or concerns about any of our indicators, this is a great time to address those. I'm going to show you where in the software to find the definitions. Because I'll be honest with you, our indicators, they're powerful. They'll put you on the right side. They'll make you some money. But if you don't know what they mean, you don't know how to use them, well, then it's just fluff and a bunch of noise, right? So that's why we're doing this video, to try to, home in on the proprietary indicators and really the power of the VectorVest 7 software, and translate that information to you guys so that way you can use it and make money, right? That's what it's about. You got to put some presents under the tree, right? All right, I see the stocks coming in. All right, let's start typing these. All right, so look, the first couple stocks, Quantum. Yep, I already tell. Quantum, Qubits. Yep, I already know which ones you guys are going to put in there. You're pretty predictable. You're pretty predictable on that amount. Qubit. Oh, heads up. Tonight's video, Glenn nailed it out of the park with, being on top of the quantum space. I mean, he was talking about initially talking about this several years ago, and we put a quantum watch list in the VectorVest 7 software. Well, topic's hot again, but the watch list wasn't updated. So tonight's video, literally putting together a new watch list of all of the quantum stocks. There's 24 of them on the list right now. Break them all down. So if you're trying to, jump on the quantum bandwagon per se, definitely check out tonight's videos. We're breaking them all down. We go through all the stocks, whether you like it, whether it's crap, whether it's good, we cover it. All right, let me keep typing these in. NVIDIA, yep, I knew NVIDIA was coming. And the question is, do we buy the dip on NVIDIA, right? That's the question. That's what you should be asking yourself. Should I buy some NVIDIA? Should I enter NVIDIA for the first time now that it's pulled back from its high, right? Or if I own NVIDIA and I want to add a little bit more, is that a good time? Well, we're going to answer that question here in just a moment. NVIDIA, let's see here, LAES. I did a short on that yesterday. Semiconductor company. They're doing some kind of quantum resistant semiconductor. I don't know, the news broke out. Stock's going bonanzas right now. Oh, there's a stock. This isn't on y'all's list. This one I'm gonna add here. It's Nucleus. This little guy was like $1, jumped up to $25. It's blockchain. I did a little research on it. It's a crazy good stock, but I'm gonna give you one fish today. Nuke, that's gonna be your fish. No, I'm not saying buy it right now. You will see the parabolic move in this stock, but they got some crazy things coming down the pipeline, and I don't think you should forget about it. Wing. We got Wingstop. SoFi. SoFi is a good one. I did a video on SoFi a long time ago. The stock didn't do anything, and now it's parabolic. SoFi is an industry disruptor. That was the point of my video when I did it like a year or two ago. And you can, as you've all seen, it's all over the headlines now. I was way ahead of the curve, too far ahead of the curve. The stock was doing nothing for a while. Oklo. It's funny you say Oklo, because that I have in a story, and for the live stream at 2 that I do with Glenn. So yeah, big news there. CCJ, we got some of the usuals. We got DLO. I'm not sure that one. AMSC. This is what I like to see. SoFi. All right, let's add these. See what we got here. Just curious, who is watching this for the first time? Put a VV in the comment section if you've never watched a VectorVest video, if you just happen to be on the computer and, join us for this live stream. Let me know, because that's what I want to focus on right now. I want to show you the power of the software. Did you put down TPC? All right, let me add that one. TPC. We got some more Mara. You know how I feel about digital miners. You know how I feel about them. They have their times for momentum, but I'm still a more of a fan of just, you know, Bitcoin. And if you want to get greedy, just leverage it with an ETF. I think they got 2 times leverage. Do you think NTGR will finally make a move now that Chinese routers are being probed? I don't know. That's I don't know anything about it. Oh, Netgear. Oh, that's what stock that is. Interesting. No, let's take a look at it though. ETHU. Hey, 2 times Ethereum. I've been talking about Ethereum. I think I even have it on the portfolio on the live stream. Ethereum, cup and handle formation, just like I did with Bitcoin. You know, whether you think the crypto is crap or it's actually going to change the world, who knows? We'll find out. You can't ignore these monster chart patterns that are shaping up right now. You know, Bitcoin had its heyday a couple months ago. I did the video. I think it was like October, August. Head and shoulder. Ethereum, I just did that video like 2 weeks ago. It wants to break through. It's close. So, you know, I like Ethereum, you know, going into the new year, you know, solely based on that. Obviously, you know, if you don't know Ethereum, it's one of the largest ecosystems out there. A lot of the other coins that you might have heard of, like Pepe and Shiba, Inu, whatever it is, they're on the Ethereum network. So it's a pretty important player. Am I on timeout? You skipped over Lulu. No, I'm just yapping. I'm just yapping. Glenn's not here today. His grandbaby is sick. So I got no one to talk to. So I'm talking to you guys. I've been cooped up in my office all morning. Solana, Russell, we do not track crypto directly into the software. And I'm trying to get in the software. I'm trying my hardest. I'm trying to find pretty much a cheap way to get the data in software, right? Because we focus on stocks. We don't do that much crypto. I'm pretty much the only crypto person here at VectorVest. But I'm gonna try to get into the software. All right. But yeah, we can't do Solana. So I do like Solana, but I'll be honest with you, I'm a Bitcoin, Ethereum. The rest are just trying to play catch up. Solana, I do like XRP, Ripple. You know, the only reason Ripple is jumping is because the SEC chairman, the guy that Trump doesn't like, I forgot his name at the time, Newsom, is that it? Newsom didn't like Ripple. He was the one actually well, it wasn't him, one of his partners in the SEC. They've been attacking Ripple, trying to, you know, get rid of it. Well, Trump coming in office saying he's going to get fired. That means Ripple's #1 enemy is about to get taken out of the way. That's why it skyrocketed. You know, as far as, you know, practical use, or if it's really, Gary, that's what, Gensler. You know, as far as practical use, it's all up there with Ethereum and Bitcoin. It's speculation. It was developed after. It is old, or it is newer technology. I think it was in 2013. One that you actually should pay attention to is Bitcoin Cash. Yes, Bitcoin Cash. It's in Robinhood. It's in Webull. But for my research, the original makers or Bitcoin Cash had ties to the white paper of regular Bitcoin. Those are the only people that are really going to know who made Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin Cash. I've been going down the rabbit hole of researching. Just, you know, check it out. Don't ignore it. But it's been around a while as well, and I know it doesn't get the news that some of the others get. Let's see here. I think we got, what do we got? 14 stocks. Let's move this out of the way. So, the power of the VectorVest 7 software. It's going to show me which stocks are some of the best stocks, right? Right out of the gate. How does it do that? VST. It's our master indicator. The V, relative value, long-term price appreciation potential compared to an alternative investment in a AAA corporate bond. If you buy bonds, or if you're thinking, hey, should I buy this stock or should I buy a bond? That's the indicator you need to look at, right? Like NVIDIA, it is likely to outperform a bond by 89% over the next 1 to 3 years. Next, we have safety, just what it sounds, indicator of risk. Looks at things like, you know, the company's longevity, debt to equity, price action, things of that nature. RT looks at short-term price trend. Is the stock trending up? Is it trending down? What's the magnitude of that trend? You know, all these indicators, 0 to 2 scale. Further you get from further away from 1, which is the oscillator, the more magnitude that favor has, right? So, for example, NVIDIA, strong fundamentally, RT relative timing, 1.09. That means it's barely in an uptrend, right? So SoFi fundamentals, not nearly as fundamentally strong as NVIDIA. But look, the momentum is there, 1.95. It's on a 0 to 2 scale. It's at 1.95. I don't have to pull up a chart. It saves me 10 seconds. I already know. Parabolic move, right? Parabolic move. So that's how you could use these indicators to just break down these stocks and get a basic sense of what these stocks are trying to tell me. What kind of stocks are they? Are they fundamentally sound? Are they, hype driven? RT, RV, RS. It tells me all that stuff, right? And right here, it's going to say, hey, these stocks at the top of the list, these are the ones you should pay attention to, whether they've got strong fundamentals like NVIDIA or, strong technicals like Quantum, Qubit, right? Up another 31% today. I'm telling you, just throw a dart at a stock that says Quantum in it, put a 10% trailing stop on it, and more than likely you're going to be all right, especially right now. The momentum is still there. We're seeing that, right? Now, as I scroll down this list, and let's change this here. Oh, top. So we got 14 stocks. It's going to put the weaker stocks at the bottom of the list, right? So the bottom, we got Cameco. This is uranium, right? Look at this. Fundamentally, not the best. It's got a little bit of safety to it, but technically, not even close. This one, Oklo, this stock, I actually did a story about. I'm talking about it to live streams. I'm not going to talk about the news or anything right now, but look. Up 1.76%. Look at the fundamentals. 0.07. Nope. Not much for long-term price appreciation, right? Safety? Nope, not there. It's all RT, all technicals. So these three indicators can give me a sense of exactly what a stock is doing, right? Or exactly what, like this one, VRT, fundamentally sound. RT at 1. So it's a great company. It's just not doing anything right now, right? I've talked about it before. I still think it's a great company. It just, it's not doing anything right now, right? Nucleus, another high flying. This is the stock I was telling you about, 126% right now. This is a, so they do B2B analytics, but they're on the blockchain, right? They're all about the blockchain. They're trying to bring blockchain to Africa. They're trying to make it, common ground, right? Well, they are getting to the defense space. They just bought 51% of some company. I forgot the name of it. But think about it. Defense, we're talking about companies like Palantir, right? Cybersecurity. The defense of the future is not what it was of the past. Cool, we have tanks and aircraft carriers, but if you don't have, the cybersecurity part, not to get hacked, none of that stuff matters. Blockchain, think about it. Bitcoin, it hasn't been hacked, and it's worth trillions of dollars. If someone could hack Bitcoin, they would do it, right? I'm sure they've tried. I'm sure someone out there tried. I'd be shocked if no one's tried hacking Bitcoin. It's worth $2 trillion, right? But no one's done it. Think about that technology for the military, and that's exactly this play here, Nuke. It's blockchain brought to the military. And that's why it's going bananas right now. Am I going to say buy it today? It's up 120%. Unless you got time to look at it and stay disciplined, probably not for you. But I would not ignore it. I think this stock's probably going to do some crazy things in the future. Now, let's take a look at these charts, right? All right, what time is it? 11:49. We are on par today. Sound going to the moon. Let's look at sound. I like sound. As I know it's channeling, and I did the video on it a couple months ago. I said, once it breaks out of the channel, that's your confirmation, whether it's to the upside or the downside. Clearly broke to the upside. All right, let's graph these here. Boop. Sorry, I had to change my resolution so you guys could see better. And let me just move me over right here. Actually, I'm going to do the corner. There we go. Put myself in timeout. Put myself in the corner. All right, here's NVIDIA. We're going to do this on a 3-month time span. NVIDIA, undervalued. We already know NVIDIA. I ain't going to talk about it. Number 1 AI chip company in the world. No one in sight as far as, dethroning them, right? Look at our stop price. 128. Look at that. We see buying pressure. Gap up today. If I am looking to buy the dip on NVIDIA, now's the opportunity. you got the stop price for VectorVest. Our line in the sand is 128. If we go back to a year, look at that. Very little stop price or sell action. And yeah, you know, buying NVIDIA with a sell rating, you're bottom fishing on one of the most important companies in the world right now. Probably not a bad idea, right? But hey, NVIDIA, I like it. As far as a danger zone, because we already broke this upper trend line, right? If I surpass yesterday's low, that bottom wick, that's going to give me the sell, which is already, you know, it's going to trigger the sell in the system. But that's my concern right there. If we surpass that, boom. So if you want to take a nibble at NVIDIA with a low risk here, because we're going to put a pretty tight stop on it, you know, the stop being around 127, that's less than, it's about 6%. That's pretty tight, you know. So if you want to do some bottom fishing on NVIDIA, that would be my play on how to approach that. Yeah, that's what I say, bottom fishing, James. That's what I think as far as NVIDIA. It's NVIDIA. It's a safe company. Is it going to give you the bags like it did before? No. But you saw the RV. If you want long-term price appreciation, great safety, probably, you know, the safest company out there, one of them, it's NVIDIA. And now we're looking like, you know, buying the dip scenario is playing out, especially so we're getting confirmation today, you know. All right, let's see here. Next one, Kerrigan Networks, telecom equipment. Look at this. So as soon as price action started jumping, look at the value. Hey, I'm not giving up on this just because it went from what? A low of, let's see here, 248. Now it's at 455. It's almost doubled in price, but look at value. We're still at $6 and it's pulling back from the high. This might be a good momentum play from the dip, to be honest with you. And as far as, you know, any kind of basic trend line, you know me, just like we did. All right, that's the warning, though. That's the caveat. We did break that downward trend line. So to kind of get some enthusiasm here, I would want to surpass yesterday's open, which could be the high price. 471, yeah, right at the open. That's going to be high. So if we could take that out, I'd get a little bit more optimistic just because of that trend line there. Now here's SoFi. SoFi, phenomenally. Like I said, SoFi did nothing. I think I did the video. Yep, so there's the trend line. You can see where I did the video from a trend line. So just over a year ago. Did a whole lot of nothing, but now that stock is rocking and roaring. My concern, value is not rocking with it, though. It's flat. That's my concern. I'd use star search, trailing stop. You know what I like? It's a momentum play. Don't get emotionally attached because the value is not there. $7. Right now, we're almost 17. Earnings per share is on the rise. RT, almost a 2, right? I do see a doji candlestick. And this is all I'm going to say. RT at 2, think about it. It's on a scale of 0 to 2. If it's already at 2, you've kind of missed the run, right? It's a parabolic move. So if you get into it, just manage it appropriately. And I don't like the doji candlestick today. If I zoom in, let's do 3 months. Kind of a little bit of a doji, some indecision there. But yeah, I can't really get behind it right now. If you are going to get into it, maybe use like a 20-day EMA. Gives you a little buffer zone. But I'm not a buyer as of today. Not that it's a bad stock, just not as of right now. Here's Tesla. I wish I would have bought Tesla. I wish I would have bought it. Oh, there is a stock. I'm doing a story today. Trump just appointed someone. Oh, I forgot the position. But there's a company tied to the guy, just like Tesla and Elon. And I'm going to present that to you in AMA today. But, you know, it's not the EVs that's making Tesla go up. Let's be honest. Who thinks it's the EVs that's making Tesla go up right now? I don't think so. Obviously Trump's involved. You know, Trump, you know, hyped it up a little bit. But it's about the robots, the taxis, that future technology. But we're not seeing the money there. And if you look at the value, you know, again, if I see a parabolic move or stock take off, I want to see value at least start to rise too. And this is actually declining, so I can't get there. Alfredo says, no way. Yep. Yeah, it's not about the EVs. The stock came $485. because of their EV cars. I'll tell you that right now. It has nothing to do with their EVs. So unless, Elon can, really start getting this technology come to fruition and start making money, the stock's overvalued, right? And you got competition now. You got Waymo with Google, which is already ahead of the curve. I don't know if you saw it. They announced Waymo in Tokyo, international now. And Tesla, they're not even in the race. I don't see them in one city with their driverless taxis right now. But so that's my opinion on Tesla. But it's hype. Put something tight on there. It's momentum. But all in all, I'm for Tesla. Tesla, Elon is in the right corner right now. Is the connection to Trump and optimism that will fail? Jerry, I don't know what's going to happen with Tesla and Elon and Trump in the coming years. I'm not going to speculate, but as of right now, we're seeing it working out in Tesla's favor. And superior technology. Yeah, I mean, the guy, he's got some crazy stuff. I'm not going to lie. But we'll see, but it's not about the EVs. So just realize right now, this price action ain't got nothing to do with EVs and no electric cars. All right, here we got, let's see, Arista, lower left, upper right, not a lot of volatility, but not a lot of momentum either. The value is on the rise, the stop price, earnings per share. Nothing concern here. Nothing like spectacular about the stock, but no concern, If you're holding the stock and it's making you money, just put some kind of, stop in place just in case it turns around. But right now, I don't see any, major concerns. Obviously, 2 down days today. If we could see some buying pressure, if I see a bottom wick or some buying pressure around 108, that might be an opportunity to get back into this position. Just my 2 cents. Oh, what time is it? 11:57. We got to cruise through these. I see the expected move on MU is high. I'm not in it. Space technology. Trump will throw Elon under the bus when the time is right. Who knows? He might. He might. Energy, the value tells us not to speculate, right? The value tells you what we currently feel the company is worth. It's mechanical. It's an algorithm. There's literally, if you type in VectorVest, was it stock market cycles and valuations, Dr. DeLita goes into it. Every stock's treated the same. So, we're not going off futuristic expectations or hype in the news. No, it's just earnings, forecasted earnings, things of that nature. But here's Ethereum, right? Look at that. Like I said, I did the video a couple weeks ago, and since then we're seeing price action on the rise here. I'm not, let's do a freehand line. We did break the upper trend line. So this was the breakout from the cup and handle. We did break that. I do see more upside potential there. So, if you see this bottom wick here, I would like to stay above this bottom wick to remain bullish, right? But other than that, I am bullish on Ethereum. Because of the cup and handle formation, and obviously, Trump being pretty crypto friendly. I don't think the hype is over yet. Here's Qubit. Look at that upper wick. But we had upper wick the day before and the day before. I don't see this momentum being done. But look at the valuation. It's clearly a speculative play. Use something like Star Search, trailing stop. Again, momentum play. Don't buy it thinking the stocks can't go down, because look how quick it went up, right? That could be dangerous. Here's Lululemon. We got the gap. It looks like it wants to fade the gap. I forgot who gave me this one. Was this you, Tabula? I think so. Go Qubit, go. Yeah, Bill, right? So, going back to Qubit, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you exactly how I would play this. I know that's pretty tight, but if this thing breaks it, it's going to break it. Yeah. I would say if I'm going to put my stop, be right here, 1783. But capture profits. Again, this is high momentum. Who knows? This thing could be $30 tomorrow morning, or it could be 10. Who knows? Lululemon, I'm thinking more towards 30 though. Like I said, I don't think the quantum AI hype lasted a while. Quantum, I'm thinking it's not going to fade away too soon. Lululemon, right? But look, we're about to fade the gap here tabulous. So I just wanted to let you know that's my concern. If we break the 376, I see it trying to fill this gap. That's going to bring it down to 348. So just heads up there. But other than that, Lululemon, look at this. Undervalued. If I go to 1 year, look at this. The stock was greatly overvalued for a long, long time. Look, but now it is finally undervalued. So I like what I see here. I like Lululemon. I think it's a good apparel, athletic. If you're going to be in retail apparel, you know, the momentum is there. But right now, I can't get behind it. And I wouldn't be surprised if it got stuck in this little zone here. You can see some consolidation from before. All right, we got to move along. Qubits. Look at that big upper wick, 914. I can't get involved unless we take out today's high as far as staying in it. But look at this, earnings per share, negative, but it is rising. Value not there. It's momentum. The value is not there. You know, if you did not get into these quantum stocks 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, play it like a momentum play, because now they're way overvalued. And I don't want you to be holding a bag for 10 years until they finally make a quantum computer and actually can make some money. I don't want that for you. Do you think we could one day add chart patterns into the software like doji, bullish, engulfing signals? I think that day may come sooner than you think, Chris. I tried to use VectorVest, but it tells me to contact customer care. Really? Like on the login screen? That's weird. It might be on a firewall or something. Maybe try a uninstall, reinstall. But yeah, call customer service. You know, it's computers, so you know, and they're man-made, so you know they still have errors. All right, Micron, we gotta get through these. Micron, boom, undervalued. I've been talking about this before. You can see the channel here, but it looks like it wants to break out of this channel for confirmation. 114, or about $4 away. For my stop, I'm going to give me about right here, about 100. About 10% stop. But the valuation, the earnings per share is still rising. This is probably a semiconductor you should have your, pay attention to. Micron, big name, you know, retailers, they know about it. It's a popular semiconductor, but the valuation, I love it. The buy rating, like fresh buy rating recently. So yeah, Micron, I'm in it. Well, I don't own it. And then just a disclaimer, because you guys know I don't really buy a whole lot of stocks just because I do all these videos. So don't ask what I own. I know I just day trade options. But let's see here. Netgear, I don't like that at all. Look at that. Giving up the gap. Overvalued. I can't get behind it. If we gapped up, it showed momentum, but we're not seeing that. We're seeing profit taking. So I'm going to be on the profit taking side of things. Sound, look at this. Full body candlestick. Whoo! Nvidia owns a piece of this. So you may want to get you a little nibble. So this is what I was talking about. When I did the video, it was this channel here, right? We broke out to the channel. I even said that in the video. So if anyone watched that video and paid attention to it and took advantage of this breakout, worked out very well for you. Now it's at $23. Got a bag in just a couple weeks here. Let's see here. Nuke. So this is the one I was telling you about. Nuke. This is the software business. They just bought a defense company, 26.25. 2 really big days right now. We only valued at 14 cents, but the company's brand new. So I will say that it's a momentum play. This is the blockchain company. They're getting into the defense space. They just bought a defense company, some 51% stake. And like I said, if you can't hack in the blockchain or on the blockchain network for Bitcoin, it's worth $2 trillion. Like I said, someone's probably tried it. If blockchain technology can prevent people from stealing $2 trillion worth of wealth, I think the military would be interested. And clearly you're seeing that they are. So just, don't sleep on the connection between blockchain and military applications. Should I buy Sound? Phaser, unless you got some time over the holidays to manage this position and stay on top of it, enjoy your holiday, sir. That's what I'll say. Because that's a parabolic move. If you're in it, like I said, star search, 3 and 8, something, help capture. If you're not in it, you're taking a gamble. And I don't know what your plans are over the next week or two, but if you're going to be busy, probably not the stock for you. Unless you broker, unless you just put some kind of trailing stop or some kind of stop in place on your broker. That's the idea. Here we got DLO, this upper wick, that's scaring me. Also, look at the valuation on the decline, price action also on the decline, EPS on the decline. Other than the momentum that I'm seeing off some of the technicals recently, I like it only because of that, but this upper wick scares me. I'm not here for it. Here we got AMSC. Look at this, nice rise in price action, and look, nice dip. So if you're thinking about buying the dip, this might actually be a good opportunity here. AMSC, value on the rise. So anytime I see an overvalued company, right, I want to see the value rising as well. That's just ideally, that's what I would look for if it's overvalued, right? RT relative timing, starting to turn around. It's still unfavorable. So if you want more confirmation, wait till RT goes back above 1. And as far as forecasted data, the earnings per share on the rise, nice steady, lower left, upper right. I like this company. It's a good one. VRT, this one I've liked. You can see, look, that was the play. Broke its downward trend line. Nice clear uptrend. Broke it. Can't get behind it right now. It's overvalued. So if I did get you in VRT, back in here, just know for me, I would be thinking more taking profits rather than opening a new position. Even today, we just hit surpassed yesterday's low. Looks like, nope, we did not. Looks like we're close though. So, but yeah, with the momentum to the downside, this is a stock that you'd want to buy when people aren't paying attention to it, right? Like I say about Bitcoin or quantum or AI stocks, it's usually best to buy these when people aren't talking about, right? You can see people are talking about it right here, right now, not so much. So I think opportunity is going to present itself probably in the pretty near future. If I had to guess, probably early next, maybe January. Now, let's see, we got Mara. This is a digital miner, Bitcoin miner. Me, I'm not a miner fan. Look at the value of the company, $8.11. What? No, I don't like anything about it. Earnings per share all over the place. No, I've said it before. I'd much rather just get into Bitcoin or Ethereum, and if that's not good enough for you, then leverage it. You can 2 times Bitcoin or Ethereum, ETH. We just looked at 2 times leverage. I just like those more than the miners in general. Now here we got LAES. Look at this. I did the video on it yesterday. Dropped down, but look, we're seeing some buying pressure here. So if you're thinking about getting in this one, this is going to be my stop right here. 225. If you want to treat it like a zone, you're looking about $2 to 225. Anything less breaks below this, I'd be getting out, bail and ship. Here we got TPC. Look at this. Value, nice. Lower left, upper right. Price action, also on the rise. Not a whole lot of momentum. But look at RT. Just dropped below 1. That's going to be my first warning sign. So, if we surpass yesterday's low and make a new low, I'm not going to be happy there, right? I'd be concerned. Mitigate risk or take profits. As far as getting into it, just wait for RT to get back into positive territory. That indicator alone will let you know when the trend turns around. So just let the system do the work for you. Here we got Wingstop. No, I don't like Wingstop. It took me 2 seconds to tell you I don't like Wingstop. Look at price. What about Wingstop do you like? It's just going down. The value, way overvalued. It's rising, but not by much. Earnings per share. Let's go to 5-year. See if we got some bottom fishing. Maybe in here? I don't know. If it keeps going down, I see 225 to 257 as my buying bottom fishing opportunity. If you already bought it, just look out for these candlesticks here. If we create a new low compared to this prior swing low, and protect yourself. Otherwise, if we stay above this, might be a bottom fishing opportunity. All right, well, let's see here. Last stock. Oh wait, no, we got 2 more. Oklo. We're not going to talk about this with too much right now. It's going to be on the channel today. But look at it. Big move. It was $5. Went up to $30. A lot of big things going on with this company here. The news, we're going to address that in the 2 p.m. story because I do have a story on this one. But as far as it right now, my stop's going to be today's low. Like you see the wicks here from the bottom. Not a couple, 2 touches here from the top. That puts us around $17.44. You know, just keep an eye on that as far as the level support. If you see some buying pressure, that might be the dip to buy. Now we got CCJ. This is the uranium play. Lower left, upper right. I like CCJ, mining company, especially with the data centers. It's all about these micro reactors, nuclear reactors now, smaller reactors for these AI data centers. But the value on the decline, I don't like that. I do not like that at all. That's going to be my concern here because the value was on the rise. Both of them were on the rise. Looked real pretty. Now we're getting divergence, price action away from value. EPS is on the rise. RT just crossed below 1. So again, if me and Glenn got you into some uranium, you know, depending how you want to play it, I'd be more concerned about protecting profits than opening a new position in CCJ. Joey, do we have an out screen, an outro? I don't know if we do. Well, we're going to wrap it up here. What time is it? Yeah, I got to get the stories ready. 2 p.m. live stream. Federal Reserve is going to make their interest rate decision, and you're going to want to know what's going on in the market. You're going to want to know how the market responds to it. So not only are we going to address the interest rate decision at 2 p.m., we're going to go over some news stories. 2:30, we're going to listen to the call and, you know, put in some commentary, you know, make some jokes, see what old Jerome Powell's got to say today. All right, everybody, y'all have a great afternoon. I'll see you in just a couple hours. Take care.